Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIKG G France WMG 456 game with Midi Lol Blue Sim, Phantom, and Idlewild. Looking at this first pile, I see Grain Cellar. Grain Cellar is fantastic, especially if you get a card like Baker Servant back. We've got Cat Lover here. It's probably between Grain Cellar and Cat Lover. Those are kind of the two best cards. A card like Animal Tamer's Apprentice is kind of funny because if you can build some rooms, then you could start getting animals for Animal Tamer's Apprentice, which would let you build even more rooms. So it could potentially do something with a big house that way. Although in this set there are not that many cards that let you renovate to stone really cheaply, which is normally the big bottleneck. Like if you do a 9-room house, having to get 9 stone is it's a pretty significant cost. Alternatively, Grain Cellar is just a overall fantastic card. Works in almost any game. Am I getting Baker Servant back? That's kind of what this pick depends on. I think if I take Cat Lover, I'm pretty likely to get Animal Tamer's Apprentice back. But if I take Grain Cellar, I'm not sure, which is like the more stable pick. I'm not sure if I will get Baker Servant back or not. Definitely, we've got Grain Cellar. No, this is my first pick, Rylocren. Good timing. Grain Cellar, Cat Lover, Manufacturer. Is Baker Servant the 4th card out of this pile? Oh, probably. I'm going to try Cat Lover here. We'll try a Cat Lover game. Okay. Well, Carpenter plus Cat Lover. I think that's a pretty easy take here. Carpenter is not a great card on its own, but a max Cat Lover plus Carpenter makes my rooms only cost 1 wood each. So, yeah, pretty great reason to fence a bunch, so you can hold a bunch of animals. What do we want back here? Dancer maybe for easier feeding. Not sure, honestly. Okay, next up. We actually have some pretty good cards here. Scholar's good, but I won't take it here. Manure Shoveler I think is quite good, especially because of Cat Lover. We've also got Field Barterer, which lets me plow 4 fields quite easily. We've got Forest Farmer, which lets you plow fairly easily, especially if you want to plow early in the game. Grain Cellar seems more comboable. It depends, to be honest. Depends on what other cards. Like, obviously, I'm seeing a bunch of cards that make plowing easier. Like, getting Baker here with Baker Servant is, oh man, like, there's going to be a really strong baking game. But I've made my bed, so I need to lie in it. Botanist as a reason to spam stone in case I wanted to try for, like, say, an 8 or 9 room stone house. That's an option. Or a way to plow. Yeah, the way to plow is quite appealing because of Manure Shoveler, since I want to get animals anyways for Cat Lover. Being able to get a grain and a vegetable every time you sow is going to be extremely strong. I think I got to take Manure Shoveler here. This card is just so good. It's so good. Okay, well, I can swing for the upside with Stone Curator. Say I build an 8-room stone house. Stone Curator is 4 points, which is very solid. Yeah. Mathematician's okay. Architect is not really very good. You don't usually have time to play Architect before. Although if I do want to build up to 8 rooms, then getting the food would be pretty nice, but I think the pick is Stone Curator here. And then Animal Tamer's Apprentice did come back, which I figured it would. So Animal Tamer's Apprentice, probably what I'm going to end up wanting to do is I'm going to want to say fence 6, okay? And I'm going to want to hold 2 sheep or 4 sheep. 2 sheep. Let's say I hold 2 sheep, 2 or 3 sheep in those in that pasture. Okay, so then I build 2 rooms. That plus carpenter means I build 2 wood rooms at a cost of 3 wood. Okay, well then I start getting 2 sheep per round with Animal Tamer's Apprentice, so I can pop up to 7 sheep, assuming I don't double grow really quickly. I can get up to 7 sheep, and then I can build, say, 4 more rooms at 1 wood each, which seems pretty good. What am I supposed to take here? Am I supposed to take Smuggler? Smuggler does help me get stone, which I have identified as a key issue in building large houses. However, what are the odds that I could build a large house and then also get the manure shoveler in action and then have so much grain that I want to turn it into stone? What are the odds that that's a thing? Build 4. Yeah, building 1 wood room seems okay. I could take manual labor because a lot of my actions are just going to be wood. Like I'm only going to take wood. I don't care about reed. What like in the early game, all I care about is wood. Wood's the only resource I care about. Wood rooms and wood fences. In the middle game, all I'm going to care about is clay. Building clay rooms. Or sorry, renovating to clay. And then at the end, and building my cooking hearth or fireplace. And then at the end of the game, all I'm going to care about is stone. Yeah, I think manual labor is more likely to be useful than smuggler. Smuggler depends on me getting a plow pretty much, and if I don't get a plow, then smuggler could be pretty meh. Monty's in 2 places at once somehow. Yeah. If I can if I can manure shovel, let's say twice, and also renovate to stone, I think there's like no way that I can lose this game. So, what do I want to see out of my miners? I would like a miner that helps me hold animals. So, forest pasture would be amazing. Even like collar and chain would be quite good. Or even the 2 wood one. I would play that even. Anything that lets me hold animals easily. Oh, oh man, we got Forest Farmer and Field Barterer back, so I won't take Pear Peeler because of Manure Shoveler. So Forest Farmer or Field Barterer. Yeah, but bummer I couldn't take it, but I get it right back here. Some crazy late picks. Agree with Idlewild. I think I'm not going to take Field Barterer and I'm going to take Forest Farmer. Just because Field Barterer plus manual labor, like I have to take Reedstone food sometimes, which I think this is going to be a game where I'm going to ignore Reedstone food largely and just like try to take as much wood as I can. And then Forest Farmer only requires wood to function. So, well, well. We've got Axe here, guys, and Axe makes my rooms free if I have seven animals. Would the game pay me resources to build? That would be nice. Oh man, we got some good cards here. So I think with Forest Farmer, I don't really need Steel Plow. Banana Tree is solid. Axe very strongly overlaps with Carpenter. The problem with not taking Axe here is that I'm going to pass it to someone, and then that person is also going to try to build a bunch of wood rooms, and that's going to be a big pain in the butt. We've got Plowman's Lunch here, like Plowman's Lunch when also that other effect was in the game already. Not going to take Rock Pyramid. So the question is Nail Basket, Axe, Homework. I like Nail Basket quite a bit because I read Stone Food once, and then it makes it quite easy for me to fence my initial animal grab. Homework I like a lot because playing occupations like Carpenter and Cat Lover together will be really good. Or maybe play play something like Manure Shoveler and Animal Tamer's Apprentice together. Yeah, I think I'm probably taking Homework here, Rylocren. I think I'm taking Homework. Yeah, I know. Axe is great. How many? Let's think about how many rooms I'm gonna make. So Axe saves me. Axe I have to pay a wood and a stone versus Carpenter I have to pay a food. Well, I'm thinking that Carpenter on like the question is I could play Carpenter over Axe, and yes, it saves me one less resource per room. However, I mean it saves me a Reedstone food action. I don't think it's strictly better. I think the stone cost is not negligible. Um, and it does have a wood cost as well. So like I have to pay 2 resources and then I get 2 resources back on my first room compared to Carpenter, or first 2 rooms compared to Carpenter. And then of course it's better after that. But I think I care about the first 2 rooms more. Axe encourages opponents to build big houses. Yes, that's very true. So that's actually my number one concern with passing Axe, is that it is going to interfere with me a lot. Honestly, though, like the Axe is going to really like 2 read actions, and I don't really care about 2 read actions. Like I really just want to take wood. I'm going to take Homework here. And when I get Reedstone food in round 1, because I'm third and that's what's left to me, I'm going to really regret it. But yeah, I'm taking Homework here. Oh, there's Collar and Chain, and I said already that I really would like a card like Collar and Chain, so Collar and Chain it is. Plus, it's a great stone miner for Stone Curator. Yeah, you need a lot of read before Upholstery is good. Drained Pond would be okay, but I already have a way of spending read. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure I'll be able to find a way to lose. I mean, it depends on the timing, right? That's very relevant. All right, this pick, not going to be Barbershop. I care about getting my big room. I don't need to spend wood on some points. Probably not Night Bazaar because it's costs food, and I'm kind of looking for a food source here. Artist Garden as a free point is a solid option. Custom Improvements is a very good card. Especially if I want to play a bunch of minor improvements rather than majors. Like my one major that I want probably is 4 clay. That's probably my one major. Don't need hammock. I'm going to build more rooms than 4. So it's Custom Improvements, Straw Hat, Artist Garden here. And yoke, I could take on the rebound, although I haven't seen any plows yet. Um, Straw Hat is the least likely to be playable. I pretty much need a manure shoveler twice, which seems like it'll be kind of difficult to do. Artist Garden, though. Artist Garden makes, like, so if I manure shoveler once in, say, round 12, or round 13 maybe, then I Artist Garden the vegetable, I've given myself an extra field to sow on in round 14. Or custom improvements as a way to get some points. If the only major I want is, yeah, no, I think custom improvements really wants some way of getting majors, and I don't have any of those yet, so. Borrowed Plow is pretty good, but I do have Forest Farmer, so I think I won't take it here. Foraging, no. Bountiful Harvest, no. River Mill, no. So the question is Bookmark or Menagerie? So Menagerie lets me do the cute thing where I eat all the sheep on my farm before I collect the Animal Tamer's Apprentice things. Oh yeah, Bountiful Harvest is good. It's just not good for this game. It's not good for what I'm planning to do. The pick's probably Bookmark. Yeah, I think the pick is probably Bookmark. This gives me a pretty solid round 1 start player action as well. If I get 3 wood into start player Bookmark into another 3 wood, that's probably about as good as it's getting for me. Or 3 wood into Bookmark into manual labor into a wood action again. Yeah, I think Bookmark is the play. So not Rock Pyramid. Not Plowman's Lunch, although it's not a bad option. I could do like a more normal game with Cat Lover, where I just go for like a normal number of rooms and then use Manure Shoveler plus Plowman's Lunch. It's actually not a bad option at all. Like I would get a grain every time I sow, and then I can bake the grain and plow another field. Like, be a pretty good reason to spam so bake. But I think I've got bigger, grander designs for this game. So for me, it's between Banana Tree and Nail Basket. Banana Tree giving food is pretty nice, and I might need the food. Nail Basket making the fencing easier for... Well, it makes the fencing probably a little faster, like maybe a half turn faster with Cat Lover. However, it really needs me to get on Reedstone Food, and if I get on Reedstone Food and use the stone for Nail Basket, then I'm not using it for Collar and Chain. And I think I might want to use it for... Like, I think I'm not going to fence early, and I'm going to Collar and Chain to hold my first 2 cats, hold my first 2 sheep. And then that plus Carpenter gives me 3 wood rooms, 3 wood cost rooms, and then I can go back and make more fence more later. Yeah. And then build a bunch of rooms. I think this is what we're doing here. So we're taking what was it? We're taking Banana Tree. Because Nail Basket seems like I don't really want to spend the stone. I think the stone is too expensive. All right. Dunghill is not bad at all. Actually, Dunghill plus Manure Shoveler. 3 different types of animals. 1 more resource on 2 of my fields. So get 1 extra grain, 1 extra vegetable. It's probably a 2-point card at worst for 1 wood. Upholstery, obviously, if I'm going to spam rooms, upholstery is hilarious because I could get a crap load of reed and spend each of that reed for 1 point each. That's going to be a lot of reed. And I already have homework. And I already don't like Reedstone Food. So I think not upholstery. Same issue with Drained Pond. It could be hilarious. You're totally right. Like if there's like a 5 read action in the middle of the game that I could trigger manual laborer on, like I'm gonna really regret not taking upholstery. But I think dunghill is the card. And custom improvements came back, so probably can just take that. Yeah, I don't think I'll have enough food for Night Bazaar. Although, the ability to take 1 clay and 1 reed might be relevant, or 1 clay and 1 stone. Like take a stone for collar and chain and a clay for banana tree, after having previously ignored them the whole game. I think custom improvements is very good. I'm going to try Night Bazaar here, because the timing of these resources could be very important for me. It does save me a read action, yeah. All right. Okay, no one's announcing Rooster, so I think we're starting with 3 wood. I could first move manual laborer. If I first move manual labor, then I 2 wood second action. Alternatively, this way I first action 3 wood, second action 2 wood. I think they're pretty similar. Yeah, I think they're pretty similar. I do want Reedstone Food at some point for collar and chain. I could have first moved Reedstone Food there. Let's make these farms bigger. Medilaw is playing start player upholstery to grab Reedstone Food. Makes it pretty likely that I get the choice between 2 wood and expensive occupation. Don't really like either of those. Read 2 wood or Reedstone Food. I guess I should show these cards. Storehouse Keeper, get a clay or a grain when you do Reedstone Food. Art Director, extra food and a resource on family grow or on traveling players. Yes, I'm the blue player. Yeah, that's right. Because actually, why am I the blue player? I feel like Midilal was white and then changed to red, I guess, for some reason. Yeah, Midilal was white originally in the lobby. That's weird. Yeah, normally I'm the white player. And Idlewild joined last, so I definitely could have been the white player. Oh well. So, Midilal's going to read Stone Food, Phantom, maybe Occupation, maybe 3 Wood. What I'm hoping is that one of these guys really wants to read. Hopefully the Axe player wants to read. Now, realistically, Midilal is the Axe player. Most likely. Phantom playing School Lunch Lady here. So yeah, there could be a couple really strong grain games. So I'm going to hope that these guys are thinking about their grain and not thinking about building a lot of rooms. Idlewild plays Acrobat. So Idlewild's got a bit of a combo here. Likes the traveling player's space quite a lot. It gives him an extra food, a resource, and a plow or a grain. Which is pretty solid. I'm probably going to end up second actioning playing Bookmark. And then Bookmark puts an occupation on round 5. So Cat Lover, or maybe Carpenter probably. Yeah, probably Carpenter. I wonder where the grain cellar ended up. Hopefully, grain cellar is not in Idlewild's hand, because if it is, we should all be very afraid of Idlewild. However, there was also a Stonehouse Reno play strat in the game as well, because we passed Scholar and Manservant, and I don't think Scholar came back the second time around. So there is a Stonehouse Reno strategy out there. Idlewild plays Corn Scoop. So I think what I do is I go ahead and fence here. That means that I don't need to collar and chain, and also I just don't really care about taking the wood that much. So I should fence. So I will fence 6. I want to make space for 5 animals plus another 2 with collar and chain. Idlewild play Corn Scoop. Wow, so jumps to grain or jumps to plow. Either way, Idlewild really is going to enjoy the start player action. Alright, sheep coming in round 4 is pretty bad for us, but that's part of why a card like Animal Tamer's Apprentice becomes much better. Oh my god. We are pretty screwed. We are pretty screwed. Oh, man. Oh, Field Watchman. These guys better not have passed Grain Cellar. I will be quite upset. Field Watchman here. Yikes. 3 wood? And then 4 clay, maybe? I do need to pick up food at some point, too. Yeah, Baker Servant, I don't even know. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Art Director, Acrobat, like that. I never passed Acrobat. I don't think I passed Art Director either. So I have a feeling this is probably like first pick Field Watchman into Art Director into Acrobat, something like that. I really hope he didn't get past Field Watchman. Midilol's reaction makes me wonder if he passed Field Watchman. And then Phantom passed Field Watchman, and then Idlewild got it 3rd pick after first picking Art Director. That's possible. I will be pretty afraid if that's the case. Yeah, I mean, it's taken Idlewild quite far away from building a room. However, the ability to get an extra food and a resource when plowing and jumping is just, like, gonna be quite absurd. Yeah, you don't mind so much of that you didn't get it if, yeah. You know what, though? The advantage here is that his feeding is going to be quite solid. Every time he plows and gets grain, he's going to get an extra 2, at least 2 food and a resource. Like, extra 2 food and a reed, that's massive. So, it's taken a little bit to set up, and it could definitely set Idlewild back in the family growth queue, but yeah. Okay, so we're looking to do what? We need to take food, obviously. We have to first action take 4 food, fishing. Yeah, if it's late family growth, it's probably quite good. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm unlikely to be the first person that grows, so... although, to be honest, there's no one looking like they're rushing growing that much. Phantom has Baker Servant. Okay, this makes me... Phew. Okay. Because Baker Servant definitely going to compete for the ovens after having taken School Lunch Lady. Whew. I feel a sigh of relief. So Phantom will certainly play the clay oven next round. I should take 4 food. 4 food and then maybe play free Carpenter, hopefully. Yeah. 4 food to start with at least. And if free Carpenter is not available, maybe we start player Bookmark, depending on what else is available. This explains Field Barter. Yeah, coming around 7th. Yeah, Field Barter and Forest Farmer. good thing for me is the no compete strat with grain. I'm all in on animals. Yeah. Yeah, so if these guys want to fight with each other for grain and ovens, that would make me pretty happy. That would make me quite happy. And I don't care about the grain space ever because of Manure Shoveler. So we're looking at cheap occupation here. Passing around 6 wood is kind of bad, but playing carpenter here seems like a reasonable decision. And saving the cat lover for after I've taken the sheep. Late sheep is quite bad. Yes, late sheep is extremely bad. Because what it means is that I have to take the 2 sheep, let them breed before I can start eating them. It's quite bad for me that the sheep came this late. Midilol plays Grain Lover. Whoa. Okay. Go nuts, guys. Have fun. I'll try to get 3 points out of Grain. You guys enjoy yourselves. And no one's close to being able to build a room. Yes, I agreed, Montu. Maybe I should choose to 3 read into building a room next round. If no one's able to. I mean, I'm pretty sure Phantom's taking 3 wood here. What? Oh, wow. Midilol built the clay oven with his first move. This is ridiculous. Phantom really wanted that clay oven. And Idlewild wants the stone oven. But it looks like Phantom might build the stone oven just to make sure. Alright, let's see what the round 5 card is. That's going to be pretty important. The Wheat Wars of 2020. Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. 3 players are going all in on grain combos, so yeah. Phantom, come on. What are you doing? This is like how long? We're like 30 seconds here. All right, it's Reno. So, does Phantom take Reedstone food to get the stone oven? No, 6 wood. Okay, makes total sense. Makes total sense. So I'm probably first action taking the 2 sheep, second action playing Cat Lover, so that I can then build 2 rooms in round 6 and probably go for that that second family growth. Yeah, I don't think anyone's likely to play on the expensive occupation space. I'm going to hope. I guess I did take wood quite aggressively. And that definitely contributed to the other players not being able to build wood rooms. Okay, so I should get occupation back. Pretty sure Phantom... I guess Phantom doesn't even have to build a room. Phantom can build the first room in round 6, unless Idlewild start players here. If Idlewild start players, then I can play an occupation and build the first room in round 6. Then I could theoretically build grow round 6. Feeding would be kind of hard. But all I would need is 3 foods, so that's not that much. Play my Cat Lover. So wood rooms now cost 3 wood each. Once I get up to 7 sheep, they cost 1 wood each. And the plan is I build 2 rooms now. Then I play Animal Tamer's Apprentice. 2 rooms now, then Animal Tamer's Apprentice. Start accumulating a ridiculous amount of sheep. and then get up to 7, like play collar and chain so I can hold 7 sheep. And then I can build another, say 4 rooms. And then every round I will get at least 3 animals. And that'll be just a ridiculous amount of food. It'll let me play, all my occupations. It'll let me play homework. It'll let me play night bazaar. And it'll also give me all the different types of breeding pairs. Like I'll get a breeding pair plus an animal I can eat. Like, whoa! Whoa! Phantom just took Reedstone food here. Okay, I knew Phantom really wanted the stone oven, but passing Idlewild the first room here, room grow, is kind of crazy. Oh man. Well, I thought I was going to build a room here, but obviously that's not happening. I think what I do now is I take clay and then build the fireplace, so that once the Animal Tamer's Apprentice is out, then I can start getting food. Yeah, the other alternative would be play Forest Farmer here. But Forest Farmer, I don't think I can afford to pay the food right now. So I think not Forest Farmer. And then we should plan on maybe getting 3 food fishing next round. And if we don't get 3 food fishing, there should be 2 sheep for 4 food. So I'm getting one of those. Yeah, 3 clay is not a great move, but getting this fireplace is going to be pretty important for me. So does Phantom Reno stone oven here? Can stone oven and then build a clay room. Has the resources for it. Phantom is too narrowly focused on Baker Servant here. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. And is playing a wholesale agent. Okay. Okay. So, really trying to get wholesale agent before building the first room. Alright. So, with one more wood action, then he can double build wood rooms. So, that's something. Yeah. And then definitely is going to want to build the stone oven. And bake 2 grain. Okay, so it gets an extra grain for stone oven. Okay. That's good. But yeah, certainly it's... considering he had the potential to build the first room and get the first family growth with 0 start player actions, I'm not sure if this was the right line. So I'm not even worried. Like, I have a feeling Phantom is not even going to first action build next round. There's a chance Midilol start players to build next round, but I think we have to risk it. So I'm going to build the fireplace here. And if Midilol start players, I feel pretty bad. But, I mean, I don't really have a start player miner that I want to play right this moment. Like, Bookmark would be fine to play. Banana Tree would have been fine to play. But then I'd end up with like a 3 food fishing action next round, and I don't know, that just feels bad. Maybe I do something like 3 food fishing into 2 sheep now. Oh no, of course. Of course. Midilol's gonna start player Axe. So that means Midilol gets to grow 2 rounds in a row. Oh, man. This has been really bad. This has been really bad. Well, I thought for sure Phantom was going to grow. But that's not been what's happening. Well, I'm thinking now I should do... Foisted by my own petard, yeah. I should maybe do something like... Well, let's see what Idlewild does. Idlewild might take the 4 wood. I kind of like 4 wood and then the sheep. Or 4 wood and then the 3 food fishing and then take the 3 sheep round 8. I could do that. Although 3 wood I like quite a bit less. So I think what I'm doing now is 3 food fishing. and then I can take the 3 sheep next round. So then I should play something that doesn't cost any food, do something that doesn't cost any food with my second move. Like Reedstone Food would be an okay option. And it might come back. Midilol's going to grow. Phantom is going to, who knows? Oh, Phantom's going to build the stone oven. Or Reno stone oven. Phantom or Idlewild will maybe 4 clay, maybe traveling players, maybe 3 wood. I could take 2 reed for homework. Yeah, I could start player, play Banana Tree, or play Bookmark. Idlewild does need a hearth, yep, after missing out on both the ovens. Absolutely. I could start player Banana Tree. Thing is, if I start player here, well, there'll be 6 wood available. So if I start player, I could take 6 wood and then 3 sheep. And then I build all my rooms at once, or a bunch of my rooms at once. So, yeah, that seems like an option here. I guess Banana Tree coming out earlier rather than later makes it a bit better. I don't know. The thing is, now I'm not going to grow next round. I guess if Idlewild doesn't take the... Idlewild might take the wood. If Idlewild takes the wood, then that makes a big difference. If Idlewild takes the wood, then I can first action build. If Idlewild doesn't take the wood... They're saying I have the victory in my hand. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, these guys are talking about as if I'm doing well because I'm not doing the grain strat. Idlewild has field watchman with 3 grain and first family growth and oh man. A Midilol got 2 easy growths in a row. Disagree? So if Phantom doesn't build, then I will build. But if Phantom does build, then I'll take the 3 sheep and build a bunch of rooms at 2 wood each. But then the problem is I don't start actually family growthing until round 10. Oh, Midilol's got Baker here. So that makes me pretty happy. That Baker's not in the Baker servant hand or field watchman's hand. So this is quite good. Yeah, if they did split up the baking cards nicely, then that makes a big difference. The problem is it's going to be really hard for me to get enough stone now to do anything this game, just because I'm going to get my first family growth action round 10. I'm not going to have 3 actions until round 12. Like, 6 clay is quite good, but I think I have to take the well, if I don't take the sheep and I take the clay, well, Phantom might take the sheep. Yeah, I have to take the sheep here. We're dropping some frames again. That sucks. Okay, Idlewild taking the clay makes it 100% that I'm taking the sheep. Three sheep is important, but we can all agree the focus should now be on getting those 2 green lovers. That's fun. That's funny. All right, so I have enough wood for 6 rooms. I don't think I'll build 6 rooms. I think I will not build 6 rooms. So I think my round 9 is Animal Tamer's Apprentice plus build a room. I think those are my 2 moves. Midi-Lol plays Gold Mine, sure. I guess I could also take the read for homework. No, the read's gone. Okay. Yeah, if it was at 4 maybe, but no, obviously not. I can't take it now, so. Okay. Yeah, this game's over for me, unfortunately. Well, Field Watchman got Cookies, Corn Scoop, and Straw Thatched Roof. So, yeah. We just lose, unfortunately. Yeah, this is too bad. Because now Idlewild can first action build to grow in round 10. So that means I don't get to grow until round 11. So there's no chance I get to a stone house at this point. And I'm barely hoping that I even get to a clay house. So, yeah. So Stone Curator's out. Manure Shoveler is still an option. Maybe next round is a good time to play Forest Farmer then. I don't know. I look forward to game 2. Only one game tonight. Yep. Okay. So, I can... What am I doing here? Problem is, Phantom is a read or a clay action and a start player from Midi-Lol away. A clay action and a start player from Midi-Lol away from building again. Is playing Animal Tamer's Apprentice worth it? I could fence here. Fence and take the 2 boar. So if I fence, I could leave myself wood for 4 rooms. I could fence 7. Now I probably would want to fence 6. Leave myself room. That would leave me 7 wood, which would let me build a bunch of rooms. Yeah, if I take the 2 boar, then I probably don't play Animal Tamer's Apprentice anymore. And Animal Tamer's Apprentice is not really that good anymore, considering I'm not likely to reno to stone. And the big payoff for Animal Tamer's Apprentice is when you get up to the stone house. So I can fence. I could do 8 here. Maybe I do 8. Fence 8. Or fence 7, sorry. Yeah, fence 7, and then I take the boar, then I'll have 7, and then I can build 4 rooms at 1 wood each. And then I leave 1 wood behind for bookmark and 1 wood for dunghill. No, I fenced 8 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fence 8. I paid 1 wood too little because I had 13, right? Yeah, I paid 1 wood too little. So I can now build 4 rooms at 1 wood each, and then I have a wood to play bookmark or dunghill. Probably dunghill at this point, because probably I'm not playing. Well, you know what? With Forest Farmer, I want to do more wood actions anyways, so it's not such a big deal. Oh, is Phantom playing Phantom's playing Barbershop. Oh, this is on Family Growth. I was gonna say on Start Player, that sucks. No, it's on Family Growth. All right. All right. I'll take the 2 boar here. I don't want anyone else getting these boar. Yeah, I don't want anyone building a cooking hearth or whatever. All right, so I feed 4 and breed a sheep. I can have the sheep in those 2 pastures, and I breed the boar. I mean, the Forest Farmer can help me catch up. The problem is that building up to 6 rooms and then not getting to stone for Stone Curator, that's where I was going to get a lot of points out of that. That Stone Curator was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 point card, and it's instead not going to be any points. But maybe we still make something work. We do still have Manure Shoveler. Like, Manure Shoveler is extremely efficient. I don't need that many strong actions at the end of the game. Like, if I get Plow Sow once with Manure Shoveler out and Forest Farmer in play, like, that's quite good. So, and my feeding is quite good as well. My feeding is set for the rest of the game. I have 9 animals. I have no problem eating like 5 of them per. I can eat 5. What can I eat? Like 4 animals per harvest, especially after I've built my rooms. Idlewild plays Renaissance Man. This is a trap card. This is a card that could ruin a perfectly good start by Idlewild. Idlewild's had a great start, and Renaissance Man is like the one card I think that could sink it. Like, yes, it's 5 points, but it's 5 points that take quite a bit of work. I guess Idlewild never wants to spend their reed. They have enough clay that they could just build Reno and not do anything else. Midilal got Plowman's Lunch, yeah. Baker's Servant and Plowman's Lunch in the same game. Well, hopefully these guys compete over So Bake, and maybe I get a little more plow action because of that. Yeah, getting Manure Shoveler off more than once is going to be quite difficult. I can probably get it once. More than once will be difficult. It's going to require start player actions. But you know what? I have Dunghill. Like, I can definitely max my crops with Dunghill, Artist Garden, Manure Shoveler. I just need actions. Like, I need actions so bad. Idlewild needs a way to bake. Yeah, but I mean, he can eat like 6 raw grain before he has to worry about that. Certainly with cookies, he wants to bake, of course, but he's got a ridiculous... Like, the acrobat jumping to the 2 grain spot and plowing a field is... Yikes. Yikes! So if Phantom doesn't take clay, I don't have to first action build. So please don't take clay. Saving that grain for cellar? Maybe. Although, what did Midilal take out of my first pack? Oh my god. Phantom just played Start Player Popcorn. Um, yeah. That makes my homework quite a bit worse. I was hoping to get 3 read next round, but seems like that's probably not going to happen. Maybe that means I should just take 2 read here. Alright, so Idlewild is going to Family Growth. So I could Forest Farmer and then Plow. No, I don't like that. I could take 3 wood. 3 wood pays for my Forest Farmer. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, I'm not likely to play Bookmark anymore. Although taking the 2 read is something. Taking the 2 read. The problem with the 2 read is that it's not 3 read. And I really want 3 read because it lets me play Homework and Reno. And there's like no way that this 2... Well, you know what? Phantom already has 5 read. Okay, we're going to gamble that the read comes back. We're taking 3 wood first move here. Yes. And then second action, I'll build a bunch of rooms. Build 4 rooms. And then I have 4 wood left. 3 of it for the Forest Farmer. 1 wood for Dunghill. I don't play Bookmark. I guess Night Bazaar gets me 1 read. Yeah, it's not totally over. I do have plays. Phantom gets the clay. Yeah, it's going to be probably difficult for me to get enough clay. I'm not going to get enough clay until round 13. And that's only if 6 clay stays around. That's possible, but someone's probably going to build the pottery. And when they build the pottery, then, yeah, that's going to be hard for me. So I'll build 4 rooms here. Rooms built for 1 wood, and that's the least successful thing that's happened. I mean, I have filled up my farm really well, so that's good. I mean, I filled up my farm exceedingly well, and my feeding is very efficient because I don't have to use actions on it. So that's good. Yeah. There are good things going on here. If I get the 2 read, I feel a lot better. If I get 3 read next round, I feel a lot better about my game. A lot better. So I would 3 read and Family Growth, and then I hopefully get on a Plow action each of the last 3 rounds. Which Midilol's got Plowman's Lunch, and Phantom's got Baker's Servant, and Idlewild has plowed 5 fields already. So yeah, getting to plow each... Oh, kill me. Oh, just kill me. Oh my god. Oh, this game is so over. I mean, it's been over for a long time, to be fair. I told Phantom he needs to start playing more because Idlewild hasn't had enough help with the growth queue. All right. First action 3, read. Second action, kill myself. First action 3, read. Second action. Yeah, what am I going to do that's not Sudoku? Kill the fat man. All right, Idlewild plays Rivermill on Family Growth. Well, you know what? Idlewild is doing everything they can to throw this game. Playing Rivermill, playing Renaissance Man. Oh, yeah. 3 read, guys. 3 read. Okay. So, homework. Plays Manure Shoveler and Forest Farmer. I gotta double check the Forest Farmer trigger. Is it nice or mean? It's nice. Okay, I can pay the wood at the end of the round. Isn't cookies bake, or is it just grain to food? For each grain that you bake. No, Rivermill doesn't work with cookies. It's not baking. And yeah, he just turned off Renaissance Man to play Rivermill. Okay, what are we doing? Yeah, I don't want to plow. Guess I could take boar. Reedstone food gives me collar and chain as an option, but I'm pretty sure my improvements are homework, artist garden, dunghill, or homework, dunghill, artist garden. So I've got my 3 family growth miners, and if I need a 4th miner, I probably play Night Bazaar to buy 2 stone, or to buy a clay if I need it, or I can buy a clay and a wood. Yeah, so I'm playing these 3. Not sure what the order will be. Maybe that order? No, probably that one. Thing is, Idlewild is not going to really start player round 12. I really would like Idlewild to start player round 12. The problem is Idlewild got ridiculously easy family growth. Like, Idlewild's at 5 family members already. If I take another 2 cattle here, or 2 boar here just to take them, that doesn't sound very good. Do I swing big and take 2 stone and hope beyond hope that I can get to a big house? Or I could start player homework. If I start player homework, then if round 12 is... you know what? I like the round 12 action either way. If it's family growth, fine. If it's plow, so much the better. Alright. So we'll eat a sheep to pay for this. We're going to play Manure Shoveler and Forest Farmer. Use food on the board plus FH to feed. So then I get to breed my boar. My sheep stay at the same number. Okay. Yeah, so I'm happy if round 12 is plow sow, and if round 12 is family growth, well, then I get to grow a round earlier, so that's a thing. Unless, of course, Phantom is going to build another room. No, Phantom has popcorn. Let's trust that Phantom is... Why is Phantom building here? Why? If round 12 is family growth without room, I will family growth with room. Mostly out of spite. If round 12 is plow sow, then I will probably family growth first move. And then midi law gets plow sow. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Like growing is appealing. Family growth and getting more actions is really good. But he's made midi law's actions better because he's now potentially forcing me away from plow sow round 12. So midi law says thank you for that. Although maybe midi law doesn't even care about plow sow that much. Maybe midi law likes sow bake better. Yeah, I guess there's a chance Phantom buys himself plow sow round 12. Because if I family growth and midi law sow bakes, then Phantom gets plow sow. Thing is, how does Phantom feed without going on sow bake? So if I family growth here, and then Phantom family growth, then I'm the only one who can family growth with room round 13. If I family growth this way and midi law family growth, then Phantom can grow in round 13 and it's contested. I think I just have to family growth without room here. Unfortunately. I really don't want to give Phantom family growth here, but that sucks so much. Just sucks. I'm going to look at Phantom's draft after the game, and I hope that it is defensible. I hope. Why has Idlewild not built a cooking implement yet? Yeah, I don't know. Because he thinks that Rivermill counts towards cookies, probably. So if he ever updates his farm, that'll be good to see. So that we can tell him, no, it's not baking. Can you, like, so you would grind, a river mill grinds up grain. Can you eat that ground up? Does it grind grain? Do you call it, is it flour? What does a mill do? Does it grind grain into flour? What does a mill do? Break solid materials. Okay, yeah. What does a grain mill? Well, flour mill. Wheat is pulverized, and then you have flour. Yeah. Well, we get a third action finally, so that's nice. Yeah, I have no idea why Idlewild is not baking. I guess Idlewild figures they only need one total bake action for a max cookies score. I guess that's what's happening here. And then Idlewild took clay again. So yeah, there's like basically no chance we get to a clay house anymore. So in round 14, there's going to be a 4 clay action and a 4 clay action. So I would need to take both of them. Yeah, unless I play manual labor, but I'm planning manual labor just for one thing. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Unfortunately, Ottawa's just got to do whatever they want this game. Although Midilol has a very impressive farm as well. Midilol, of all the bakers, has the best fencing and has the well and the straw hat and the plowman's lunch for points. So, yeah, those are all things. I don't really know why you needed to. Yeah, steel plow plus baker servant seems like a bit of overkill. I don't know why you needed to go all in on baker servant early when you have steel plow. Oh man, Idlewild has manufacturer because all three of the guilds are available. That's scary. But I mean, if he builds the pottery, he's not building the fireplace, so I don't know. I have no idea what these guys are doing. Midilol has grain cellar. Yep, grain cellar is fantastic. So yeah, I think I like Midilol's game best because Midilol will actually be able to hold animals. Had the well fall into his lap. You know, obviously the axe double grow around 7 and 8 is ridiculous. I mean, I could have not passed axe. I could have taken axe instead of homework and played it instead of carpenter. So obviously I passed a great miner. I don't know. Like I didn't care about Reedstone food early. The one reed meant nothing to me, so it was a Reedstone food action just for the purposes of playing axe. I could have done it, I guess, but I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was important. And I mean, I feel bad that I passed it to Storehouse Keeper, but like I don't know what else am I gonna do. Just this game was absolutely flooded with baking cards. Just absolutely flooded. Yeah, and the game was flooded with baking cards, and sheep came in round 4. So those two things were really bad for me. The sheep in round 4 was really bad, really bad. Okay, so Midilol has the Diligent Farmer for a free stone room. So even in round 13 and 14, I won't have uncontested growing. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll put a power filter on, and I'm not really that interested in playing power filter games. It makes the quality of the cards too high, and then it's not about like playing out, like finding the right lane and playing a nice hand. It's about just get powerful cards that work together and play them. And the more actions you have, like it just is a huge snowball. Yeah, he didn't say anything. He didn't say he was gonna play put a filter on or anything. So I'll maybe make a pointed comment after the game. Idlewild played manufacturer and then is building the cooking hearth. This game makes no sense whatsoever. These guys are all doing... Well, I guess it's mostly just Phantom that's doing random stuff. These guys are doing sensible stuff. Phantom is doing random stuff. Not taking wood, not building fences. Oh, I need to add my guest before the round ends. Hopefully I got it in time. Okay, what am I jumping to? So, I would like to sow. Yeah, I would like to sow next round because I'm going to play Artist Garden or Dunghill. So, yep. Idlewild's taking forever to determine that their fields are empty. Don't really care. I can take 3 boar as some food. I could cooking hearth upgrade. I could take 1 cattle. Probably I shouldn't take the cattle because there's a very high chance my best move will be 2 cattle. Because if plow sow and sow bake are the first 2 actions, then I will want to take 2 cattle, plow, and then family growth most likely. So first move 3 boar, I guess. Or this move is 3 boar, not first move 3 boar. So if I eat 2 sheep and a boar, I can eat a boar each harvest without eating any points. So I can eat 2 sheep and a boar, 2 food, feed 8. I guess I only am going to need 7 unless I get growth twice, but that seems unlikely. Phantom and Midi-Law can both grow. Yeah, so Idlewild should sow bake here. I guess it's possible Idlewild start players. If Idlewild start players, then I'll sow bake. Come play with you guys. No, I'm tired. This game has made me angry. I'm not gonna do another. Okay, well, probably what I do is I eat a sheep. And then I'll eat 2 boar. Take a pair of cattle. And then second action, family growth. Third action, plow, probably. Plow, jump to something. Oh, Midilaw's going to start player. Nice. Nice. So Midilal wants plow sow in the last round. So that means looks like manure shoveler is not even going to trigger once. So that's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. At least I get to double family growth. That's something. Not that I really need the action in the last round, though. Not doing a whole lot for me. That's nice. I mean, it happens, right? It happens. I haven't had a game like this in probably more than 50 games, so this is gonna happen sometimes. I mean, I second picked Carpenter in a game where someone had Field Watchman, and in fact, the player with Field Watchman got the first family growth, and then 2 more family growths before I got to grow once. So yeah, I mean, second pick Carpenter versus first pick Field Watchman with first family growth with 0 start player actions, who got up to 5 family members before I got to 3. Like, that's just a game where you're always going to lose 100% of the time. Midilal plays the Diligent Farmer. Stay salty. Yeah. What's the code for that? I have that one now. Gamer M37 Salt. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've made some... Oh, capital S. There we go. I feel like I've made some not great comments in chat, but whatever. I don't care. Dunghill is not doing anything, so I guess I just play Artist Garden. Does Night Bazaar get me Reno? No, right? There will be no action with 4 clay if I Night Bazaar anything. New emoji coming. It's an Eeyore. Oh, that's cute. I like Eeyore. Oh. Not that. Change. I'll give Midilal family growth. Whatever. I'm going to plow. No, they're going to ignore me. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, I should plow here. Rilo has the entire collection. I do like that the guy is holding up the Stay Salty sign. That's what I noticed with Cat Lover. While being really good for building multiple rooms, it delays when you can actually build when compared to just Carpenter. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, you have to. I mean, ideally, you want something that lets you build one room, then you set up Cat Lover. Like, Collar and Chain was actually a great pull because Collar and Chain lets me play Cat Lover to save the 2 reed on the first room, build a 5 wood room, and then fence, and then do the Cat Lover thing for all the rooms later. The problem was Sheep didn't come until round 4. So when Sheep didn't come until round 4, the Expend 9, that was when it didn't make sense for me to go on the thing anymore. It didn't make sense for me to take the animals, like to build more than once, because the sheep coming in round 4 basically meant that, okay, I have to do really late stuff. Throw salt down the well. All right, what are we doing here? Well, my actions have been pretty garbage. Yeah, one more animal card would have been nice, other than Animal Tamer's Apprentice. Yeah, that's for sure. King of the Dunghill. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. Feeling like the king of the dunghill. All right, so we're not getting on So Bake, right? Because Idlewild still wants to bake, and Midilol wants to bake, and Phantom wants to. So yeah, there's like no way. So I should just start taking 2-point crop moves, I guess. Maybe the line was axe for 2 rooms early into Animal Tamer's Apprentice. Yeah, the fact that the Animal Tamer's Apprentice never got online was hard. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of good wood actions early, so that was nice. So we're feeding a sheep, a boar, and 3 food. Oh, I should have a second field, which I do not have. Axe for 2 rooms early and animal. Yeah, yeah. The hard part about Cat Lover is you really want to fence first, because if you build the rooms first and then fence and then go back to building rooms, like it's hard to just get enough wood to do all of that. I mean, I think realistically, this game comes down to there was a lot of So Bake support in the game and not a lot of animal support. And there was so much So Bake support, in fact, that 3 players could do baking strategies. So, yeah, like imagine if I had Champion Breeder. Like, imagine I have Champion Breeder instead of Manure Shoveler, right? Like, then I've got an extra 9 points or something. Like, ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, like in a vacuum, of course, Axe is better than Carpenter. Yeah. You're right about that. It's just hard because it's a pure. Yeah, you're right. Relacran makes a good point. It's basically a duplicate card. Yeah. Maybe I screwed up when I didn't first action manual labor into 2 wood. Maybe that was a mistake. Or I could have also, instead of 2 wood second action for round 1, I could have played start player bookmark. And then I would have got an action in round 5, and then that action might have been useful. Could have been carpenter or something. Okay. Phantom needs Phantom needs a couple stone before they can reno. Idlewild can take 3 stone and then be able to reno. So taking the clay seems like a pretty bad proposition. So what do I do? Do I build stables, I guess? Yeah, first pick, take vegetable. Is there an occupation that's worth playing? No. Is there an improvement? Like, my improvements are all 1 point each. So I think my best move is just taking 1 vegetable. Yeah. First move, 1 vegetable. Idlewild forgot about cookies. Well, I was right. Idlewild is doing whatever they can not to win this game. Yeah. Yeah, playing Renaissance Man. No one really wants plow. So I could take the wood and then plow. I guess I should be family growth thing. Yeah, I'm only at 4 family members. So, but still, the family growth or the plow is an action that regenerates itself. Whatever. We'll just do this. Yeah, Grade Seller is an incredibly powerful card. Incredibly powerful card. And the Plowman's Lunch effect is really strong too. It's a really strong effect. So the fact that there were 2 of them in the game is like mind-blowing. Looks like they both get to reno to stone. Phantom probably reno fences, although Idlewild doesn't care about reno fence, so I guess he could pottery. Phantom could pottery. No, the major miner's gone. Yeah, what are they leaving the clay? Was there a well or an oven upgrade maybe that Phantom has the resources for? Maybe last action, something with that. Trees for the citizens. That's a good one. Idlewild really swung for the upside, eh? Because I never saw Trees for the Citizens, which means it was one of his first 3 picks, which means that he was taking it with Watchman already in hand. And like for me, manufacturer field watchmen do not go together at all. But there was a minor oven, yeah, master oven or something. Yeah, so that would make sense for Phantom to have that. Although Phantom has no grain to bake, so I don't really understand what they're doing. Don't understand at all. So why did Phantom not build in round 6? What did they do instead? They got their stone oven, right? So maybe we look at the farm and say Phantom can't feed this game without the stone oven. There were a lot of animals available though, and Phantom had like 12 clay. I feel like Phantom could have ran out and built a cooking hearth and done okay. Because I got a lot of good animal actions. So we're eating a boar and a sheep and feeding 10 or feeding 9. So my last 2 moves, family growth and stables. The animals don't have to go into the house anymore. They can stay in the farm. And then I play a artist garden at the end here for a point. Man, just one, even just one sow for dunghill would have been nice. I mean, I ended up with a lot of actions at the end of the game that were not worth very much. What I needed was actions in the early game. So maybe I should have just built a room manually early on. I don't know. It's hard for me to say I should have done something different because I feel like when sheep comes around 4, it's like, okay, I'm stuck to this one line. Wholesaler? A wholesale agent? Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. They did play wholesale agent. And end with 2 extra clay and 2 extra stone. Yeah, seems questionable. All right. Eat a sheep and a boar. So, no bonus points or anything. Just the final score here. 35. That is a score. That is a score. That's probably my worst score in 50 games. Decent farm. I mean, I have a 6-room house, which is nice. You know what I needed? I needed something that let me spend food. Like, what did I need? I needed something that let me turn food into building resources, like Grocer. If I had Grocer, then I could have played Animal Tamer's Apprentice and used the food from the grocer to buy grocer goods. Acquirer. Acquirer would have been quite nice because then it's, 4 food, 3 food into an animal or into a crop or into a stone at a key time. Idlewild says they just barely win. 56 to Midilaw's 55. So Idlewild wins with that field watchman there. Yeah. I needed head of the family. That spends food. Yeah. Build a room early and then play Animal Tamer's Apprentice over 2 rounds without needing an action for sheep. Um, yeah, I could have done something like that. Though the thing is, it's usually just better at that point to build and grow. The thing once you build a room, that it's just usually just correct to grow. Um, because you get the action back that you lose at the two sheep that you lose out on, you just get that action back immediately. So I first picked Cat Lover here. Grain Seller is a fantastic card. Baker's Servant is also a great card. So if I had first picked Grain Seller, am I taking Storehouse Keeper here then? And then probably taking Field Barterer or Forest Farmer. So yeah, I could have had a very different game. And so maybe that's where I lost the game, is my first pick was so wrong that I just lost the game right there. Then I could have got Diligent Farmer back maybe. Yeah. Yeah, I could have maybe done something like that. So maybe I just lost the game with my first pick. I took Cat Lover with the reasonable prospect that Animal Tamer's Apprentice was going to come back, and that I was going to use the two of them to do some cool stuff. But never worked out. Yeah, second pick Carpenter. This could have been... Well, I mean, it could have been Storehouse Keeper, and I didn't want Storehouse Keeper with Cat Lover. So the thing is, I really needed to take just first pick Grain Seller. I love Grain Seller. I think it's a great card. Yeah. I thought Cat Lover and Animal Tamer's Apprentice was going to do some cool stuff, but it did not. Yeah, so I could have had a totally different draft. Totally different draft. Oh. And then out of my minors, assuming that I first picked the Grain Seller, I probably take Steel Plow here. Although I would have had a Field Barterer, so maybe not. Maybe I'd take the Axe and try to build 2 rooms and get very easy growth round 7, round 8. Yeah, the thing is, nobody set up to build a room early. And then someone... Did Phantom start player round... Let's look at the game log here. How did Phantom end up start player in round 6? Did he start player and then not grow? Where was the start player action? So Phantom start playered in round 4, and then no one start playered in round 5. And then round 6 comes out, and Phantom takes Reedstone Food instead of Build Grow. And I feel like that's the point where this game all went really very sideways. Now, to be fair, if Phantom builds round 5 and grows round 6, Idlewild can still build ahead of us. But maybe then Midilal doesn't have time to start player in front of me. I don't know. Let's take a quick look at the draft. Oh, I'm already doing that. Color and Chain was quite good. Artist Garden is a great card. Bookmark's good. Banana Tree's fine. Yeah, so there's obviously a really different line, and maybe that's the line that I needed to take. Maybe not taking that line meant I didn't have a chance to win. So first pick School Lunch Lady, second pick Wholesale Agent. Yeah, I mean, these cards are all somewhat close. I think that's probably defensible. Baker Servant, fine. Dancer doesn't make any sense here. So Dancer is to deny the artist. I guess he passed Acrobat and Art Director. So then is Dancer a way to block those cards, or you hope that one of them comes back? Either way, I mean, it's not like Diligent Farmer was. I mean, Diligent Farmer would be pretty good, maybe with Baker's Servant. You try to get 5 fields, 4 points from grain. And then Scholar here. I mean, Scholar's good with Diligent Farmer too. Free stone rooms are always good. And then first pick Popcorn. I mean, you have School Lunch Lady. Artist Garden is really good. And Melon Patch. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the draft looks fine. Phantom's draft is fine. Yeah. Yeah, his draft is totally fine. It's just that things kind of fell into Idlewild's lap. And then Double Family Growth fell into Midilol's lap. And then that's just pretty much where we lost the game, unfortunately. Yep. Yeah, sorry for being kind of a downer, guys. I do enjoy playing. That was one where we lost pretty early, unfortunately. And yeah, I'll enjoy Montu, and that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I will be back probably tomorrow evening. If I don't stream tomorrow evening, definitely Saturday, my usual time, starting around noon Eastern. So, well, probably more like 1 or 2 Eastern, because I'll probably sleep in pretty late that day. Yeah, I've had kind of a busy week. Okay, also, call to action here. If you guys would like me to do a deep dive on one occupation or one minor improvement, and this could be a major improvement too. If you want to do if you'd like me to do a deep dive on some card, please comment on this video or send me a message on Twitch or whatever. Let me know what card you would like me to see a bit of a deep dive on. And you can get advice from someone that just scored 35. We'll see you next time, guys.